Hello there, friends. Have you ever finished a lovely meal, only to feel like you've swallowed a balloon? That uncomfortable tightness in your belly, the urge to loosen your belt a notch. Sound familiar? Pauses, smiling sympathetically. You're not alone. As we get a little wiser in years, our digestion sometimes needs a gentler touch. But here's the good news. Relief doesn't have to come from a pill bottle. Today, we're talking about simple, natural ways to ease gas and bloating, so you can get back to enjoying meals in your day. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I've always eaten this way. And that's true. Our bodies change over time, though, don't they? Things that never bothered us before, like that extra scoop of coleslaw at the family barbecue, might suddenly leave us feeling, well, puffy. But here's the thing. Small tweaks to how we eat and what we eat can make a world of difference. Over the next little while, I'll share some of my favorite tried and true remedies. Let's start with something so simple. You might be surprised it works. First up, slow down. I mean it. When was the last time you truly savored a meal, bite by bite? My grandkids, they inhale their food like it's a race. But rushing through a meal lets extra air sneak into your stomach. Hello, bloating. It makes it harder for your body to break things down. Try this. Put your fork down between bites. Chew each mouthful 10, 15 times. Not only will you enjoy the flavors more, but you'll give your stomach a head start. It's like giving your digestion a cozy blanket instead of a tornado. Now, let's talk about a little trick my grandma swore by, herbal teas. Peppermint, ginger, chamomile. These aren't just for cozy evenings. Peppermint relaxes those cramped muscles in your gut, letting trapped gas, escape gently. Ginger, it's like a warm massage for your insides, helping food move along smoothly. Try steeping a fresh slice of ginger in hot water after meals. Add a dab of honey if you like. And chamomile, perfect before bed. It calms your nerves and your tummy. Just avoid peppermint if you've got heartburn. It can be a bit feisty for some. Here's another tip we often overlook when your drink matters. Sipping water throughout the day. Wonderful. But guzzling a big glass during meals? That can dilute your stomach's digestive juices, leaving food to linger. And when food lingers, it ferments, winks, and fermentation means gas. Try drinking most of your water between meals, and keep mealtime sips small. Think of it as giving your stomach a clear path to do its job. Now, I'd love to hear. Have you tried any of these tricks before? Maybe you've got a family recipe for tummy-soothing tea. Share it in the comments later. But before you do, let's keep this conversation going. There's more where this came from, like the one spice in your cupboard that's a bloating superhero, or how a 10-minute habit after meals can keep things moving. We'll get to all of it. For now, why not pick one tip to try today? Slow down, sip smart, or brew a cup of comfort. Your belly will thank you. You know, sometimes the best solutions are hiding in plain sight, right in your spice rack or that little jar at the back of your pantry. Take these, for example. Holds up the jar, shaking it lightly. Fennel seeds. Tiny but mighty. My Aunt Edna used to pop a few after every meal, and I'll tell you, her digestion was as smooth as her peach cobbler. These little guys work like a charm for gas and bloating. They've got compounds that relax your intestines, sort of like a peace treaty for your gut. Just chew half a teaspoon slowly after eating. It's like sending in a cleanup crew to tidy things up. And if you're not a fan of the licorice flavor, steep them in hot water for a soothing tea. Even better, mix them with a pinch of cumin and coriander seeds. It's an old trick I learned from a friend who studied Ayurveda. Your belly won't know what hit it. Now, let's talk about something we all love to do after a good meal. And no, I don't mean napping in a recliner. Winks, a gentle stroll, even just around the backyard or down the driveway, can work wonders. Think of it as giving your digestion a nudge. When you move, your gut moves too. It's like helping the mail carrier along their route instead of letting the letters pile up. You don't need to break a sweat. Just 5 or 10 minutes of slow, easy walking. My neighbor Marge does laps around her kitchen island while listening to her favorite big band tunes. Dancing with the dishwasher, she calls it. Whatever gets you up and swaying. Here's the science part, but I'll keep it simple. When you sit still after eating, everything slows down, pauses for emphasis. And when things slow down, food sticks around longer than it should. That's when the bloating and gurgling start. But a little movement keeps the traffic flowing. Plus, it's good for your mood. Fresh air, a change of scenery. It's like a mini vacation for your body and mind. Just wait about 20 minutes after eating, so you're not rushing your stomach. Trust me, your gut will hum a happier tune. Now, let's tackle a sneaky culprit you might not expect. How you combine your foods. Have you ever noticed you feel puffier after a big steak with a side of beans and a fizzy drink? Raises an eyebrow. It's not just the beans. Pairing heavy proteins with sugary or carbonated stuff can turn your stomach into a chemistry lab. Try this instead. Keep meals simple. A grilled chicken breast with some steamed greens? Lovely. A bowl of lentil soup with a slice of sourdough? Perfect. Save the soda or dessert for another time when your stomach's not working overtime. And if you're craving something sweet after a meal, try a slice of pineapple or papaya. They've got enzymes that actually help break down your food. Nature's dessert, right? Speaking of nature, let's not forget about the power of warmth. Ever put a heating pad on a sore muscle? Same idea applies here. A warm compress on your belly can relax those cramped muscles and ease discomfort. Just fill a sock with uncooked rice, tie it off, and pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Instant comfort. My friend Lou calls it his belly hug. Use it while you're reading or watching the evening news. Pair it with a cup of that ginger tea we talked about earlier, and you've got a spa day for your insides. Now, I'd love to hear how these tips are working for you. Maybe fennel seeds reminded you of your mom's home remedies? Or perhaps you've already found your perfect digestion dance playlist. Share your stories below. We're all in this together. And stick around, because there's more to explore, including how certain everyday foods might be sneakily contributing to bloating without you realizing it. But for now, why not pick one of these ideas, fennel seeds, a post-meal stroll, or a warm rice sock, and give it a whirl? Your body's been with you through decades of adventures. It deserves a little kindness, don't you think? You know, it's funny. Sometimes the biggest changes come from the smallest shifts, like adding a spoonful of something special to your morning routine. This right here, it's not just breakfast. It's an army of friendly bacteria ready to march into your gut and tidy things up. Probiotics, they're called, but you don't need the fancy word. Think of them as little helpers that keep your digestion humming. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, even a simple scoop of buttermilk in your soup. My cousin Frank swears by his daily dose of kimchi. Says it's the reason he can still out-polka his grandkids at weddings. Now, let's talk about something we don't always connect to our tummy troubles, stress. Oh, I know. Life's had its wrinkles, hasn't it? But when we're tense, our gut clenches up like a fist. Ever notice how nerves can tie your stomach in knots? A few deep breaths before meals. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Can work like a charm. My Sunday ritual? I sit right here, close my eyes, and picture myself rocking on a porch swing by the lake. Just 5 minutes. It's like telling your body, we're safe. We've got time. And your digestion? It listens. Here's another tip that might surprise you. Not all healthy foods play nice with everyone. Take broccoli, cabbage, even those crunchy raw veggies we're told to eat. For some folks, they're like throwing a party no one asked for, lots of gas. Now, I'm not saying ditch them altogether, but try cooking them lightly. Steamed carrots instead of raw, or roasted Brussels sprouts with a drizzle of olive oil. It softens the fibers, making them easier on your system. And if beans tend to, sing in your stomach, soak them overnight with a pinch of baking soda. It cuts down on the mischief. Let's not forget the simplest trick of all, listening to your body. It's been your partner for 60, 70, 80 years or more. It knows what it needs. If a certain food leaves you puffier than a souffle, maybe it's time to tweak the recipe. Swap soda for sparkling water with a splash of lemon. Trade that late-night ice cream for a baked apple with cinnamon. Small changes, big relief. And remember, it's never too late to start. My pal Clara began her gentle eating journey at 82. Says she feels spry as a spring chicken. So let's tie this all together, shall we? Slow down, sip wisely, lean on herbs and warmth, move a little, and welcome those friendly gut helpers. But most of all, be kind to yourself. Aging isn't about perfection. It's about finding what lets you savor life without the fuss. If you try just one of these ideas and it works, that's a win. Share it with a friend, or tell me about it in the comments. I read every single one, and your stories inspire me more than you know. Before I let you go, if this resonated with you, do me a favor, tap that like button, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. It's free, and it helps me keep creating videos that matter to folks like us. And hey, pass this along to someone who'd appreciate it. Maybe your bridge club buddy, or the neighbor who always shares their garden tomatoes. We're all in this together. However your journey unfolds, remember this. Every day is a chance to nourish yourself, inside and out. Here's to good food, gentle remedies, and the wisdom that comes with every glorious year. Keep shining, my friends.